I think this is one of the only courses and sets of courses and programs that there's not one set way to do things.
And that's what I try to kind of encourage now is it's important to go through the failures, and that way you can kind of learn and build from it. And that's when the deepest learning really happens.
I was able to trial and error so many things and understand like what worked, what didn't work. And as opposed to just being told like, here's what works. Tech has given me the resources, I guess, mentally to overcome.
So my name is Riley Bennett. I joined the Tech Ed program mainly because I was really interested, and the hands-on aspects were something I was really, really interested in. I figured if I was going to be doing my education degree, I wanted to get some hands-on experience while doing it.
So my name's April Rose, and this is my 4th year teaching at Gander Collegiate. I'm currently teaching a mix of some tech and science courses, and previously, before this, I completed my Bachelor of Science and my education degree both at MUN.
So before the Tech Ed program, I did a Bachelor of Arts with a major in French and a minor in Geography. And then after my first year of university, I went back to my high school to do the tutoring for work experience, and a teacher there who had done the tech program told me about it. So that got me curious and looking into that. And then I ended up applying, getting in, and then pursuing the program.
Did a fantastic job of taking what you typically learn in, say, like a textbook setting and in a classroom setting, and kind of incorporating it into the real world, especially where a lot of the instructors have been in a classroom and they taught in a high school or a junior high level, so they have that deeper understanding.
Almost every instructor in the tech program has had countless years actually teaching the technology courses out in schools. So I think being able to draw on their experiences and what they had to share, that was huge for me.
It gives us real life examples of what we're actually going to see in a classroom. But every teacher that taught us in the tech program has that experience already. So it just added another level of education to us to go out and teach with what they've told us.
Those tech courses, looking back on my degree, those were some of the most enjoyable courses I did.
We basically did as students what I'm teaching now today in the classroom, or usually like I can kind of put myself in the shoes of the student completing the project, so it kind of creates that better connection with them, I find, as well. And then they're always like, oh wow, you did this too? And I was like, yeah.
If I was just content with getting to a certain point because it worked, having them push me to the point of like, okay, it does work, but how are we going to make it better? Having that thought process and having that mentality going out as a teacher is something I think has changed the way I teach and has made me a much better educator.
Obviously, in a workshop, your focus has to be everywhere. It's a lot more dangerous than a regular classroom. And I think because of that, I only have much better classroom management skills, and I'm able to give my attention to multiple areas at once, which is a skill that I probably wouldn't have developed. If you're going to apply to the program, but you do need to be someone who can take on a challenge, put in the effort, and stick with it until you see a result. There's no sugarcoating anything, so it prepares you for a lot of things you're going to see in the teaching world.
I really do think it's a valuable experience for anyone. Like I said, I honestly can't even begin to describe how useful it's been for me. Now that I can kind of see it as a teacher, I would say take the leap, do it. I truly can't recommend it enough.
Anybody who doesn't necessarily enjoy just rigid structure, if you want to get creative, if you want to enjoy your teaching experience to the point where you and your students will be able to get creative, if you're somebody who wants to get up and do things, be engaged all the time, and have really engaged students, this is something you should at least try your hand in. Apply, come try it out. It's going to be worth your while.